fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft Locomotive tutorial. Today, we're going to be finishing our Golden Spike ceremony scene from the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869. And we're going to be building the other locomotive that was there, Union Pacific, number 119 here. So let's get right into the build. And as you can see, we've already built the other locomotive that was there, the Central Pacific Jupiter, in our previous video. And as usual, when I do a steam engine here, I have a framework built to make sure I have the size and proportion correct, but you don't need to build the framework. I'll just show you where everything goes. So our first step is we're going to make a 2-block tall staircase of red nether brick stairs in the center of the rails here. Then we're going to come underneath and put 3 upside down stairs facing backwards across the bottom middle here, behind the first stair. Then we're going to put 2 sideways stairs here and here so they wrap around, and 2 sideways stairs here and here. Then behind the stairs on the upper hitbox of the second layer, we're going to put a row of 5 red nether brick slabs coming out to each side of the tracks. And then on top of those slabs, on each side, we're going to put a lightning rod and then an end rod above it. Then we'll swing around behind here, and on the second layer, coming up the middle, we're going to put a row of 4 polished black stone blocks coming right up the middle. Just like that. And then on bottom at each end, we're going to put a red nether brick block on the rails to be a wheel for both of the pilot wheels here. Then we come over to the other side, delete the blocks we used for placement, put in an end rod for an axle on each one, and then a red nether brick block here and here for the wheels on this side. Then come underneath the middle, 2 polished black stone slabs. Then we're going to put a skeleton skull on the outside of each of these pilot wheels on both sides here. On the second layer up, 1 block over from the back wheel, we're going to put a polished black stone block on the side and a 1 over here on the side. This will be what connects our pistons. Then we're going to grab a dark oak fence gate here, and we're going to put 2 dark oak fence gates on bottom in between the wheels. And of course, we'll do the same thing over here. So 2 dark oak fence gates on bottom over here between the wheels. Then coming off this side polished black stone block, put a block of gold and 1 coming forward. On the front of that, a skeleton skull, and on the back top, an oak wood slab. Do the same thing for the piston over here, so 2 blocks of gold right here, a skeleton skull on the front, and an oak wood slab on top of the back. Next we'll do the smoke box here, so right behind where the red nether brick slabs are, on top, we're going to make a 3x3 of polished black stone blocks coming up. Then we're going to put 3 on the side middle layer, and 3 on this side middle layer, so we have a plus shape. Then we're going to take polished black stone stairs, 3 of them upside down here facing outward, and 3 of them right side up here facing outward. So we have a nice circle shape, and we'll do the same thing on this side, just 3 upside down there and 3 right side up here. So now the basis of our smoke box is completed here. Next, we're going to work on the main body of the boiler here. So I'm going to take out my framework real quick. And starting at the smoke box, we're going to make a plus shape of oak wood planks, then a plus shape of polished deep slate, then a plus shape of oak wood planks again, then a plus shape of polished deep slate again, then another row of oak, and then behind it, still making the plus shape, we're going to come 3 blocks back with polished deep slate. So it looks like that. Then we're going to come back through with our stairs upside down on bottom and right side up on top. And we're just going to alternate. We'll put oak stairs where there's oak and polished deep slate stairs where there's polished deep slate. All the way to the back here on bottom. We're going to do the same thing on the top, alternating our stair colors. Except only 1 stair right here, leaving the back 2 blocks open, and put blocks on the back 2 blocks on top here. Same thing here, so alternate your stairs in. and on the back 2 polished deep slate blocks up here. On bottom, it's upside down stairs all the way, so just match up your stairs to whatever color blocks behind them. And now we've completed the boiler shape. Then I'm going to knock out my framework on top here. 1 block forward from the cab, a column of 2 blocks of gold, and we're going to surround that with a C shape of polished deep slate slabs. Just like this, and then 1 slab in the center in front of it. Skip a block forward in a red nether brick block, skip another block forward and place a bell. Next, we'll come up here on top of the center of the smoke box, and in the center block, we're going to put a column of 3 polished black stone walls coming up. And on top of that, a polished black stone block for the smokestack. Now we're going to come on bottom underneath here, and I'm going to delete the rest of my framework real quick here. Then on the bottom middle, we're going to skip 4 blocks back from the front. On the 5th block, put a polished black stone and extend it black so it's 7 blocks long. Then we'll put a row of polished black stone slabs underneath that. Now we'll do the driving wheels. So on the side of this polished black stone, skip 1 block in from the front, put back to back red nether brick stairs, skip a block, and another set of back to back red nether brick stairs. Then we'll come underneath and put back to back upside down stairs underneath them to complete the shape of the driving wheels on this side. And then of course, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So skip 1 block in from the end, back to back red nether brick stairs on the side of the polished black stone, skip a block, another set of back to back stairs, then come back through underneath and put back to back upside down stairs under each one to complete the wheels over on this side here. Now we're going to take out an oak fence, 1 on each side of this front polished black stone under here, and then extend it forward on each side by 2, and then come across on the end of it. In front of that, underneath on the middle, 2 sideways dark oak fence gates. Now we'll do the driving rods. So we're going to come to the very back driving wheel on the front of it, on the upper hip box of the lower block, and put 5 polished andesite slabs. Then skip up by 1 and 5 more slabs till it connects with the piston here. Then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So come to the front of the back wheel here, 5 polished andesite slabs coming forward, skip up by 1, and 5 more slabs until it connects with the piston. Then we're going to knock out this 4th slab here, put a backward facing polished andesite stair, and 3 iron trapdoors in front of it. Do the same thing here, so knock out this slab, put a backward facing stair, 3 iron trapdoors in front of it. And now the driving rods are completed. Next, come behind the boiler here on the 3rd block up, and we're going to make a 3 by 5 of netherite in the very center on top here. Once we have that, we're going to go in here and we're going to grab a birch trapdoor. We're going to put 5 birch trapdoors on the side here on the upper hitbox, then skip to the bottom hitbox of the next block up and continue a line of trapdoors up, stopping right here before the polished black stone starts. Then we're going to copy this pattern on the other side. So 5 here on the upper hitbox, skip to the lower hitbox of the next block, and bring a row of trapdoors forward to right here. Then we're going to take out stripped acacia logs here, and we're going to have to come and stand on this and crouch to place them on these trapdoors. And we're going to put them all so the pattern is going vertical, 5 on each side of the cab here to frame it in. Then above that, we're going to put a column of 2 in each of the 4 corners. Then on the sides in the center, a column of 2 nether brick walls on each side. Then we're going to grab a plain glass pane here and a column of 2 glass panes at the front on each side, leaving the back open for the engineer to stick his head out. Now we'll come inside here. On bottom of each side of the front, 2 polished deep slate blocks. Then 2 polished deep slate blocks above the top middle. Knock out this center bottom block, put in nether brick, and light it on fire. Then take polished deep slate stairs, 2 of them facing outward on top on this side here, and 2 facing outward on top on this side here. Next, we're going to come on top of this boiler on the front middle here, put a vertical stripped acacia log, and then a glass block on either side for the front windows. Then we'll do all the controls. So down here on this bottom right, we're going to put a lever for the engineer and another lever on this top middle piece of the boiler firebox here. Then on the bottom left an item frame, and on the top middle an item frame. In the item frames, put compasses for gauges. Then come back here on each side of the bottom, a stripped acacia log. Then, in front of this firebox here, we're going to close a dark oak trapdoor so there's a door over the fire. Then come on the side of the cab underneath the window, and we're going to put a row of 3 blank crimson signs for detailing. We'll do the same thing on this side. Underneath the window, 3 blank crimson signs. On top of this yellow dome, put some yellow candles for the steam whistle. On top of this one, a flower pot. Then we got to do the headlight. So we're going to come up in front of the smokestack, and we're going to put a crimson wood double plank here. On top of it, we're going to put a red candle. On either side, we're going to put an oak button. On the front of it, a glow item frame with a glowstone for the headlight. Now we'll come back here, coming off the back of this first steam dome, 2 oak fences until it connects with the cab, and 2 acacia planks on top on either side of that fence. Then we're going to fill in all the rest of this on top behind here, 5 wide, with acacia wood planks to make the roof of the cab. And we're going to come 1 block past the back of the cab here so it sticks out. Just like that. On the side of this red nether brick block on each side, we're going to put an oak button just for some detailing. And then this bell has like a fancy housing on it. So to replicate that, we're going to take a crimson trapdoor, and we're going to close a crimson trapdoor on either side of the bell here. Then we're going to take out birch fence gates, and 1 block up from where these trapdoors are, we're going to put a line of sideways fence gates from the cab all the way to the front. Then we open the front one so it looks like it's attached. Same thing here, so we'll open one here, and then a full line of sideways fence gates all the way back to the cab on this side. Next, we need to make a banner here. So we're going to come into a loom with a black banner and yellow dye. And we're going to put a yellow border around it. And then we'll come place this. We need to grab an item frame. Come up on the very front of the locomotive here. And we're going to put an item frame in the very center on the front and put that banner in it. Just like that. Then we're going to come around underneath the back here and take out polished deep slate slabs, 2 right here and 1 above it. And that's for our coupler and connections to the tender here. On the side of the bottom, 3 dark oak fence gates going sideways. And same thing on this side, 3 dark oak fence gates down here. Now we can start work on the tender, so skip 1 block back from the back of this, and we're going to get a red nether brick block on each rail for the wheels, and an end rod in between them for an axle. Then we're going to put back-to-back crimson stairs upside down in a T-shape 3 blocks wide, and another set of red nether brick wheels with an end rod axle. Behind it, we're going to leave a 3 block gap of space and do another set of red nether brick wheels with an end rod axle. And then same as before, upside down crimson stairs 3 blocks wide and a back-to-back T-shape pattern. Then behind it, 1 more set of red nether brick wheels with an end rod axle. On the side of each wheel, we're going to put a wither skeleton skull, and And then 2 sideways crimson fence gates in front of the stairs. Same thing here. Then we'll do the other side, so skulls on the wheels, fence gates in front of the stairs. And then 1 more corner to go, same thing here. Next, we're going to come up in this middle where the coupler piece is here on this 3rd layer up, and we're going to put a line of deep slate tile blocks right up the middle, 13 blocks long, so it should be 1 block past the back wheels. Then on the outside edge of that, we're going to put a row of outward facing upside down deep slate tile stairs, 13 blocks long. And we'll do the same thing on this side. A row of outward facing upside down deep slate tile stairs all along this side of it. At the front of this on top, we're going to make a row of crimson wood planks 5 blocks wide, and then we're going to extend the crimson planks all the way down the side, come across the back, and all the way down this side. Then we'll fill in this middle 3 end to end with deep slate tile blocks. So the whole floor of this tender is filled in here. On top of the front of it, 1 block in from the front, we're going to put a crimson wood blank on either side, and then a backward facing crimson stair on either side on top of that, so it looks like this. On top of the back on each side, a light blue glazed terracotta 1 block in from the end because there's these little paintings back here, and 3 red concrete across the back. Then, in between here, we're going to put 2 red concrete at the front, 2 red concrete at the back. Then a block of gold on each side, and then 3 blocks of coal in the middle. Do the same pattern over here. So 2 red concrete at each end, then a block of gold, and 3 blocks of coal in the middle. Then we're going to switch back to crimson planks on the next layer, and come all the way down the side and around the back of it with crimson planks, and all the way up this side. Then we're going to come back down to the rear end of the tender on the very top of it, and we're going to put a row of 5 backward facing upside down crimson stairs like this. Then in between here at the back on the lower hip box, we're going to make a C shape of crimson slabs and a crimson plank block in the middle with an iron trapdoor on it for the water fill. Then we're going to put in all of our coal. I'm going to use blackstone for this, just for the detail, and we can use slabs, and we're going to fill this all with coal. And there's no rhyme or reason to it, just whatever looks best to you, how much coal you want, leaving gaps so it looks like an organic coal pile here and not just a block. Then I'm going to come back through and fill a lot of these gaps with blackstone slabs here, just to give it more 3-dimensionality, and we'll throw some up here as well. However much coal you want in your engine. Then at the front of the tender here on the right hand side, we're going to put a column of 2 iron bars coming up, and on top of that an iron trapdoor, because there's a handbrake wheel right here. Then we'll come in between here and put 3 iron trapdoors for the little metal plate so the fireman can step across to get the coal. Then we're going to take dark oak planks, because there's these toolbox things. We're going to put 3 on top up here, 3 on that side, and 1 block in from the back, 3 across the middle of the back here, just like that. Then on the sides of the top here at the back, we're going to put 2 blank acacia signs and 2 blank acacia signs at the front on top. Fill the gap between them with blank birch signs. Then we'll skip down on this bottom layer. We're going to do a full row of blank acacia signs coming forward, just for all the little paint details that are on here. And once we've done that, we're going to do the same pattern on the other side of the tender here. Exactly the same. Now that that's done, we have even more detailing to do on the tender here. So come on the side of it, we're going to put 3 item frames on the side of these 3 coal blocks. Come to the back, put 3 item frames across this red concrete, and 3 item frames across the coal blocks on this side. Then, we need to make some banners. We need a black banner, a red banner, yellow dye, red dye, and black dye. Come into a loom here with a black banner and yellow dye. We're going to put yellow in the top left corner. Then, a vertical in the middle and a horizontal on bottom. New banner. Vertical on the right, top half yellow. Now we switch to a red banner, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put yellow in the top left corner, vertical in the middle, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Vertical on the right, top half yellow. Then, on the red banners, we're going to put a red border around them. And on the black banners, we're going to put a black border around them. And these are for the numbers on the tender. So we're going to come place these. So we'll come up here on the side of the tender where those item frames are. With the black banners, we'll put 119. And same thing on this side. Use the black banners on the side to put 119. And then we'll switch to the red banners for back here and put 119 with the red banners back here. On the rear middle of this tender here, on the second block up, put a deep slate tile slab for the coupler. And then we're going to come and do our smoke. Come on top of the smokestack here with cobwebs. And there's no real rhyme or reason to this. Whatever direction you want the smoke going, however high you want it to go, just keep stepping it up and over however much smoke you want. And I'm just coming through and putting cobwebs so it just looks right to me, so it's not all squared off and looks a little bit more organic here. So there we have it, folks. We've completed Union Pacific 119, the second locomotive that was there at the Golden Spike ceremony at the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869. And so here's our Minecraft recreation of the locomotive's nose to nose, just like the famous photograph from that ceremony. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.